Hey guys, so this is going to be Oliver's story, and if you're wondering why I have this in my hair, it is because I took my hair tie out and I put a little piece of minky fabric in. Don't ask, I'm weird. But I just got through watching Pompeii, and without putting any spoilers in, first of all, I didn't even bring my phone in there. That is how engrossed in that movie I was. Um, and second of all, if you have the chance to rent the movie either through pay-per-view, Redbox, or whatever, or buy the movie, do it. It is epic. I'm not going to tell you who dies, who lives. Well, I mean, if you know the story of Pompeii, then you could pretty much sum it up from there. But it was a really good movie. Get the chance to go watch it. Especially if you're like me and you're a history nut, a Greek mythology fanatic. I mean, my whole religion is Greek mythology. Like, literally. Like, I seriously follow the Greek gods and the goddesses, and I will show you. That is my altar to Hades. I don't really like to show it in the video because so on and so forth. Up there is my altar to Hestia, and then down there you can see barely. If you can see right there is the altar to Athena, and then underneath my TV stand is the altar to Aphrodite. That seriously, that is my religion. And before I get any comments, well, Hades is the ruler of the underworld, so wouldn't that be like Satanism? No. No. With the Christian version of Satan, how Christian people picturize, well, how some Christian people picturize Satan is, ram horns, half human body, and the lower extremities of a goat. In my religion, that's Pan. Pan is a nature spirit, and he basically helps nature grow. He is the son of Hermes, according to some myths. It depends on what myth you read. But he is the son of Hermes, and he is not evil. He helps nature. But enough of that. No, Hades is not Satan. So, this is going to be Ollie's story on how I adopted him. I truly adopted him from Joanne. But this is gonna be my version of the adoption and how I adopted him. Now this is purely roleplay. So as you guys know, now this is gonna be, if you guys don't read Percy Jackson, then you might not know what I'm talking about. So if you're clueless as to what I'm talking about, read a sum up of Percy Jackson. Basically, it's a story about the gods and goddesses and how they have demigod children. How they have demigod children, and they all go to Camp Half-Blood, and in Camp Half-Blood they're separated by their godly parent. So if your father was Poseidon, you'd be in Poseidon cabin. If your mother was Athena, then you'd be in Athena cabin. And before you guys ask, yes, Athena was a virgin goddess. She never had anything to do with having children, but in the stories, Athena's children are born from her mind, just like she was born from the mind of Zeus. She basically forms them in her mind, and then she puts them in like a physical body, I guess. I don't know. So I am the daughter of Athena, and the story, I am the daughter of Athena, and Oliver was adopted. Um, he was abandoned by his birth mother, and I was able to adopt him. And this is all purely roleplay, so keep in mind that. But I was able to. I found him one day. I came down from Mount Olympus, which is the Empire State Building. I came down from Mount Olympus and I heard a little whimper, and it was really cold winter day, and he was freezing, like almost close to death freezing, and I bestowed immortality upon him. And I took him up to Mount Olympus secretly, without anybody knowing. Well, actually, I took him to Athena cabin, and without anybody knowing. And I basically raised him as my own son. Now, he is a divine child, so I frequently come down to Camp Half-Blood to help them, especially my half-brothers and sisters. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, what do you feed a godly baby? Well, I usually feed him one of two things. And now, gods and goddesses, goddesses, you don't have to be pregnant to produce milk. That's how it works in Mount Olympus land, I guess you could say. But yes, you can feed them one of two things. You can feed them breast milk, which is this is breast milk, or you can feed them ambrosia, or this is actually nectar. So it helps feed their godly counterpart, and it helps heal them. So any wounds that they may have, if you have a mortally wounded demigod, and if you can get to them in time and feed them ambrosia and nectar, then it helps heal them. And breast milk is basically there to help sustain their appetite. I mean, but the counselors at Camp Half-Blood actually heard him cry one day because it was close to his feeding, and I had forgotten that. And so they were like, okay, what's that noise? And they stumbled upon Oliver in a little gold and obsidian cradle. Yeah, gold and obsidian cradle. In Hades' cabin, actually, is where I hid him. In the roleplay, I have a boyfriend, and he's the son of Hades. So he was in Hades' cabin, and they found him, and I had like this pure, utter, like, oh shit look on my face, like, what are they gonna do, you know? They didn't do anything. And that's how I got my ollie. I know it's not much of a story, but I'm sorry, I'm not that creative when it comes to storytelling. So, but yep, he comes everywhere with Mama. And because he is immortal, he can basically, he doesn't really gain control of their powers until they're like at least 1,000 years old, which is like the god equivalent to a 1-year-old. But yeah, he is a newborn, like an hour old, a few hours old, and that's what he'll stay like forever. And that's my little ollie. And his full name is actually Oliver, because I found him wrapped in an olive flyer. I know it's gonna sound weird, but I found him wrapped in an olive flyer, so I thought Oliver would suit him. And then Milo, because my favorite character on Pompeii, his name is Milo. And Zeus, because Zeus is the king of the gods, and I hope that one day he'll do great things as a god. So yeah. Bye guys. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.